Well, I decided to bring the DJ to the Railyard bike park. This place looks pretty rad. I do question whether this is the perfect bike for this, because I feel like my Rustler would do really good here also. But I'm gonna ride my DJ today, and if I feel like the Rustler would be better, especially for some of these bigger things that I'm seeing, I'll go grab that bike another day and come back here, because it wasn't that far of a drive. But I'm gonna play around today. I am really sore after yesterday's ride on the back 40. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to accomplish, but at least I can show you this place and we can check it out, and I'll do some of the stuff. Cool. Very interesting. I have no idea what I'm getting into. I'm gonna take this line. Goes through this cool tunnel here. Fun. Oh, this is just a silly little practice loop. Oh, that's kind of cool. That, as cool as it is, isn't all that exciting. All right, let's go see what else is here. Section here looks like a good place to kind of warm up, maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. There's some stuff down there. There's even stuff way over there. So yeah, check this place out. Try this line first. Yeah, I definitely need to warm up. I'm glad they got some stuff to warm up on, because I'm sore. Alright. What I think is kind of cool is that these lines over here are good warm-up lines, because they're low consequence. Like if I don't make it, I can just case the top there. But like that second one on the far right, if I get to a point where I can clear that, and then the one after it, then I know that I could do things like the whale tail over here, because that's about the same kind of distance. So that's kind of cool to have something to warm up from here. Whether I do the whale tail today or not is a different story. I feel like I'd rather have my Rustler for that. All right, let's get a good clean line through these two, and then I'll feel confident. I'm probably gonna go play around down there before I hit these bigger ones. And yes, I am sore. Definitely better. All right. So they have this sign pretty well. So, well, now you know why they call it the Railyard. This is pretty cool. They have it labeled, so the novice line is to the left, and then beginner to the right, intermediate to the right, expert, and then I'm assuming when you get up there, I'll tell you which line is which. I'm gonna start from novice and work my way up, and we'll see what the intermediate is like, and then the expert after that. But if I get to intermediate today, I'll be happy. Let's do the novice course. Total warm-up. Novice, have no idea what to expect. Probably just gonna be rollers, burns, yep, pretty basic. Well, the beginner course actually looks kind of cool too. Well, it's so windy too. The wind is gonna make some of the other stuff harder. So this is excellent for people who are just wanting to start out. I like that. It's so nice to have like a super beginner level or novice level trail for people. So basically anybody can come here. Here is the beginner line. This looks pretty cool. I think this line is the one that actually goes through the box car there. So we'll take this. And it's windy out, so that always concerns me when it comes to catching air. So that might actually prevent me from doing anything that big today. All right, here we go. Oh, did not have enough speed for that. Or this. Oh, I need more speed. And yes, it's windy. Okay, here it is from the top. You can see all the different lines. This place is really cool. And then those practice jumps way over there. I haven't gone over there yet. Way off in the distance. Let's zoom in. I'll check that out. That looks like something I'd want to have the Rustler for. But we'll see. It is way windier than I expected it to be, and a couple of things is at my age I take things slow and build into it, so I'll probably come back here maybe once or twice more, spend some time here today to just get my skills dialed. This is my first real kind of ride of the spring these last couple of days, and I just don't want to try things that are probably within my skill set, but not my current comfort zone, if that makes any sense. And it's just not worth it for me to try something, even though some of these things look really exciting, when it's this windy. And yeah, so I'm gonna have some fun on the jumps that I'm comfortable with and dial in my skills. And then I'll see if there's a less windy day I can come out here and try some of the bigger stuff, and maybe I'll bring the Rustler. Unfortunately, it's too windy for me to want to hit anything bigger than what I'm hitting here. It's kind of crazy. I'm hoping the wind dies down. One thing I want to work on is on this first one, there's not a whole lot of lip, and I'm slightly casing the top. I got to work on my row, anti-row. It is springtime. I need to warm up, get practice, get my brain dialed back into what I need to do. So let's work on that. This beginner line with this kind of gnarly wind. Here we go. I got a pop better than here. Yep. I jump this table. This last jump I found to be a little, I gotta slow down for it a little shorter for how much speed I have. Kind of what you gotta do is learn the trail and know what you gotta do. It's kind of crazy, this log cannon. It doesn't have a lot of distance to clear. Actually, to be honest, I almost feel like the landing needs to be out farther when I look at it. Maybe not, maybe you don't have that much speed coming into it, but wow, seems like a really short landing there. I roll through this intermediate line just to see what it's like. This first jump, if I case it a little, that's fine. And hopefully the crosswind doesn't pick up as soon as I go to hit it. I can just roll that, that's pretty easy. And then see these berms are big. See what this is like. Okay, so it's giving me some line options here, so I could go that way. Oh, I see, that just rolls down and merges. But if I want to try, cool. I'm kind of glad I rolled this, because this is actually a doable line that allows me to work on hip. There's a little step up, completely rollable. Oh yeah, this intermediate line is really good because it allows me to build up at my own liking. I like that. I'm gonna go hit that again. Alright, intermediate line. All these berms. So many G-forces. So much wind. This is fun. Yeah. I could probably start earlier on that wall. Well, one thing for sure is these two right here are really good for me to work on my pop. And here's the thing, if you're ever like jumping or evolving or learning, spend some time redoing the same jumps over and over again until you get it absolutely dialed. It will definitely polish your skills. I've seen far too many people, they hit a jump and it's like as soon as they clear it, they're like, oh, I'm gonna go on to the next thing. And it's like, no, clear it a bunch of times, get your landing dialed, you know, get your little nose dive in and your pop dialed, then move on to the next bigger thing. Better. Oh man, that Railyard is so awesome. I spent a lot of time there. I wore myself out. I was already tired going into it, and I just kept going. After I did the filming, I took the GoPro off and just focused on riding and having fun instead of filming, and had a blast. I didn't go check out the dirt stuff that was off in the distance. I am going to try to make it out there again this week. I might bring my Rustler instead and go check some of that stuff out. I did notice there were some crews working over there, so I didn't really want to go over there. I know the ground isn't fully solid yet, but that Railyard is super awesome. It was really windy. I was actually kind of afraid, even on the jumps I was doing that you saw here in the video, I was really afraid to just pop really hard because I'd come up and just as I was coming off, I'd get like this gust of headwind on the ones that I was going into the wind, and on some of them I was getting a gust of side wind, and that just really messes with jumping. So I hope to get back there and ride it some more before this week is out. There's a lot to check out here in Bentonville, but the Railyard is super awesome. It probably is going to be one of my favorite places that I've ridden this week because it is my style of riding. It's what I really like doing, is that pumping, that flow, BMX style stuff. Super cool. I'm so glad I brought my dirt jump bike to ride that kind of stuff. And then the skate park, hopefully I can hit that again too. So yeah, that's my plan. I got really tired, and it's always smart to stop riding when you get tired. I wanted to stay there and do more laps, and I did a couple more after I kind of was telling myself I was getting too tired, and I could notice I couldn't clear things or whatever. And that's when it's time to just call it quits. I was having too much fun. And come home, eat some food, and then I hope to get out and get a regular trail ride here before the end of the day. I'm super stoked because, and I actually planned this when I did this trip, daylight savings happened, so then it's not going to get dark till closer to 7 o'clock or even a little after 7, so that gives me a lot of afternoon time to ride. So I really appreciate your support for my channel. I hope you liked the Railyard. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Peace.